Tracy, and we are with Sweet Spot E Magazine. First, I want to start by saying a shout out to Angela Bell. Sorry I wasn't able to make your birthday party in Dallas, but I do plan on being with you next year. So now, to get started, today we have Jay Heisenberg.
How you doing? Thank you for having me here, Tracy. I really appreciate it.
Jay, go ahead and tell us a little bit about why we're here today. Go ahead and tell us about your creation.
Well, my creation is a combination cheesecake of bean pie and cheesecake. And on first impressions, when you hear the phrase bean pie, you're thinking of the pinto bean, but it is actually a sweet navy bean pureed with a blend of cinnamon, nutmeg, and other spices into a nice custard, ran through a various cooking stage, and then into an overnight cooling. And then I use that filling into a blend of a cheesecake as a kind of like a rebirth of the bean pie. And not a lot of people are familiar with bean pie, but it is really delicious. A lot of people have it around the holidays, but it is something I'm trying to incorporate for people to have for an everyday dessert after any meal that they like. It is truly a breakthrough cheesecake that is going to be, taking people's households by storm, no doubt. Within 2 bites, you're hooked, I promise you.
Great. Well, I'm really interested in seeing the process. Now, go ahead and tell me how long have you been working with this cheesecake, and how long did it take for you to be able to perfect the process for the cheesecake?
Actually, I've been on the bean pie for a couple of years, and incorporating it into the cheesecake has been a process that I've been dealing with trial and error for about the last 3 months, and I have the bake process and a product that has become become a perfection of that process.
Okay,
so
good. I'm glad to hear that.
Right on.
Glad to hear that. So, is it that you have a brick and mortar store, or where do you sell your the bean pie cheesecake at?
Well, right now we're doing orders online for local delivery, and I usually take orders on Instagram for bliss_cheesecake at Instagram, and we're moving into brick and mortar kitchens and stuff, so that way we could have a more solid home base. But right now everything is delivered in person throughout the valley, and orders are taken all the time online.
Okay, great. And then that would be East Valley, West Valley in Phoenix, Arizona, correct?
Absolutely.
So, Heisenberg, everybody wants to know, why the bean pie?
Why not the bean pie? When I was in the Marine Corps, early 20s, I got my first taste of bean pie in a reggae club that my sergeant was playing in, and it blew my mind. I was instantly hooked, and it was the hardest pie to find, but I was able to capture it and mix it with the magic of a cheesecake to create this wonderful creation that I'm trying to bring to you guys today.
All right, perfect. So, without further ado, we're getting ready to show you how to create it, the bean pie cheesecake. All right?
I'm so excited, man. Heisenberg here. We're going to start off with our creation, the bean pie cheesecake. And we're coming down to the final seconds here. We're going to be pulling our graham cracker crust out. I could actually already start smelling the the butter and the graham cracker. Oh my goodness. And we're gonna set this baby off to the side and let her cool down while we get the filling and the cheese and everything ready. We turn our attention to the man of the hour, the one everybody came to see. This is your Peisenberg Bliss brand quality sweet navy bean pie. And a beautiful, delicious tragedy that we're going to do here is just dig right on in and scoop her out. Look at that filling, nice, creamy, tan. I got hooked on the bean pie young, and this is why. This is where we add the eggs. We've switched out from the whisker to a beater for the sake of the eggs, keeping them folded and blended and not whipped. Beautiful Bliss bean pie cheesecake filling. Oh my goodness, look at that. So we're gonna go ahead and start this process at 325 for a good half hour. All right, folks, we just had our buzzer go off for our last 45-minute set. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this out a little bit. If you do cheesecakes like I do cheesecakes, you know the best sign is that jiggle in the middle. All right, and I'd like to take this time to send a big shout out and a big thanks to our hosts for allowing me to come down here and be Peisenberg with Bliss Cheesecakes. And you're seeing it here first on Sweet Spot eMagazine. So if you're a small business looking for a new way to advertise, contact the Sweet Spot eMagazine crew at imaginethat.creativesolutions@gmail.com. I'm Peisenberg with Bliss. This is Sweet Spot eMagazine. And this is delicious.